Yes, so my people, please take your time and watch this interview. You will know why APC is having serious nightmare about the candidate of Mr. Peter Obi come 2027 general election. The issue here is not just that they don't want Peter Obi in coalition, but they don't want Peter Obi to be on the ballot, because Peter Obi appearing on the ballot alone is a nightmare, because they've seen that this man is the only threat they have. So in this interview, you are going to see and hear the very reason why every now and then APC is talking about Peter Obi. They are, attacking him. They are throwing stone at him and all that. All that you will know from this interview. Please, if this is the first time you are coming in contact or you are watching my channel, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification. Watch the interview. I will be right back.
Anyone care about political endorsements in a system where election victory should ordinarily be determined at the ballot? But on the political scene, the emerging trends seem to be suggesting otherwise. Premature election campaigns and the surging wave of endorsements for the incumbent president have turned the polity into one piece of an interesting drama. We'll try to decipher what's driving this political frenzy and how it bodes with the citizens. We're being joined by the Nasarawa State Governor, who is currently driving the lithium revolution in his state, along with agri reforms. How has this improved the standard of living of the people of Nasarawa State and Nigeria as a whole? The Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi Sule, joins us on Arise Prime Time. Your Excellency, glad to have you join us.
Thank you very much. It's nice
Just
to be here.
before we came on, we were discussing lithium, but we'll get into that later in the course of the program, the revolution that you are carrying on in your state. But let's discuss politics.
Okay.
The governor of Imo State, he downplays ADC. He says there are only, when I was in the university, we said there are only two universities. He says there are only two political parties in Nigeria, APC and others. Won't it be catastrophic for the ruling party to take ADC for granted?
I don't think he's taking them for granted. If I understood him properly, what he's saying is that APC is the party to beat. All the others are aiming at APC. None of them is interested in beating any one of them. They are only interested at aiming at APC, that is the party to beat. And that is the reason why he mentioned that. And one of the reasons why also he can categorize them all as others is, if you look at it, they are all coming together as one. The Labour Party presidential candidate, the PDP presidential candidate, all the other ADC presidential, and the rest of them are all coming together, either in form of coalition or the other ones that have been actually injured and then trying to revive, like the PDP and the rest of that. So I believe, I wasn't there when he was saying that, but I strongly believe probably that's the reason why he's looking at it from that angle, that it is, of course, APC that is standing alone, along with all the others that have been trying to come together to face the APC.
Let's talk about the fact that the parties, just like you mentioned, are having problems. Not about what you're doing.
Yeah.
They seem to be having problems. And so the talk is that APC has a hand in what is cooking in the other parties.
How can APC go and start cooking what they have in the other parties? We are in a country where people never lose election, for instance. Because, for instance, in my state, every time a candidate loses an election, there has to be a reason. Oh, the candidate has been rigged. Oh, the INEC connive. Oh, so it has to be something. That's always the case. So if they are having their own challenges within their own party, take Labour Party, for instance, that having problem. The Abure faction is having problem with the Nanadi faction, this and that. How does APC come into that one? So I think it's just the nature of our country, but you just have to laugh about it, focus on what you are doing, and just move on.
Okay, let's do some analysis.
Okay.
You're an engineer. Mm-hmm. So mass is not a problem to you.
Definitely.
Figures are not problems to
Definitely.
you. In 2023, President Tinubu polled 8.7 million votes. Atiku 6.9, Obi 6.1. Both of them put together 13 million plus. Enough not only to win, but win convincingly. And they are, if you like, you use the word bandying together, Obi, Atiku. Isn't APC feeling threatened?
Okay. Let me not criticize any one of those two. Let me come to my party. So that what I'm saying, if it is my party, then people will say, well, he's not talking about them, he's talking about him. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu polled the over 8 million votes that you have mentioned. Will you say it's because of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a person that he got the votes, or because of the people that came around him to support him to get the votes? Definitely it's the latter, isn't it? It's because of the people he has around him. So it is the same thing with any one of these individuals. None of them as an entity got those votes. Each one of them got the vote because of the people around them. So now, if those people begin to abandon them and go to other parties, do you think they can get the same votes? You see, elections is about people.
Yeah.
The people around you command some votes. That's why there are two kinds of people. There are people who have political value, and there are people who have electoral value. So the moment you begin to lose the people who have electoral value, then you begin to have a situation. Now, one of the political parties has a president and a vice president candidate that went into the election. Now the vice presidential candidate has left to come to our party. So you can, if you want to do it mathematically the way you are saying it, then split the votes 50-50. So we have, APC has now received another 50% of the votes. So I think the way it goes is that it is the people. It's not the individuals. It's unlike the way when our father, the late Buhari, when people were always saying that wherever Buhari went, he went with his 12 million votes.
Yep.
Today we don't have that. We don't have a situation where there is an individual that is moving with 8 million votes, 12 million votes, 13 million votes, 20 million votes. We don't have that anymore.
Welcome back. You just heard it from Governor Sule. He said just now that there is no politician like Muhammad Buhari who command 8 million votes up to 12 million votes by himself. Is that true? No. They know that it is not true. That there is a person of P2B currently who is like Buhari of the North that command more than 8 million votes as a person. So that is the issue. APC is having a nightmare. It's having a serious sleepless night over the candidature of Mr. Peter Obi. If you look at the explanation that Governor Sule gave regarding 2023 presidential election, he actually accepted and agreed that the other political party, APC and PDP, garnered their vote through the party structure they have across the 36 states. That if you remove those structures, that they wouldn't have even scored up to 1 million votes. But look at the person of P2B. He had no structure. He single-handedly flagged a presidential ticket of the Labour Party where there is no structure across the 36 states. And despite that, he nearly won the election, if not the rigging, the manipulation, the intimidation, and all the fraud they committed in that 2023 general election. So, and that is the issue where you see APC creating crisis in all the political platform, ensuring that there is no unity, ensuring that they do not allow P2B to succeed as a flag bearer in any political party. But are they going to succeed? Certainly no. Mr. P2B has already said it, that his name must appear on the ballot, whether they like it or not. Even if it is a mushroom party, Mr. P2B will use it, and he will still win because he has the support of the people. Not even now that he has already penetrated the north. So his victory will be overwhelmingly that it will be difficult for them to rig this time. And Nigerians are ready for this general election come 2027. So there won't be room for them to rig the election as they did before. Because this time around, Nigerians will follow the electoral process from the beginning to the end. I want to know what your suggestion and your opinion is on this matter. Drop it at the comment section. Thank you.